Yes. Okay. Let's do this one. Let's do it. Right. So I came back to Zimbabwe from South Africa after all the years that I spent in South Africa doing my studies at this university, in my campus, in this other city or town or province. Then I finally came back home to Zimbabwe, Republic of Zimbabwe. And one thing shocked me. I saw a lot of Chinese people. I'm like, what? Is this the country for Zimbabweans or it's not a country for Chinese people? What's happening here? I was so surprised down to the core. I was so shocked down to the core. I was so flabbergasted down to the core. I'm like, what? Zimbabwe? What's happening here? What's happening here? Can someone tell me, describe, explain to me this reality that is unfolding right before my eyes, that is happening right before my two eyes? Okay. Even before this experience, when I was growing up in this country, before I went to this South Africa, when I was growing up as a boy, young adult, I would see a lot of Chinese around Zimbabwe. You go to Mutare, you see Chinese. You go to Bulawayo, you see Chinese. You go to Gweru, Kadoma, Kwekwe, you see Chinese. Even in rural areas, you see Chinese people. I'm like, what? What are they doing? Is this Zimbabwe or maybe it's China? To the best of my knowledge, this country is called Republic of Zimbabwe. It's not People's Republic of China. So what's happening? So I used to wonder. I used to be worried. I used to be stressed. I used to be like, what's happening here? So it took me maybe time for me to grow and for me to grow into these things, for me to understand them. So I heard, according to research, according to study, I heard these guys right now as I talk to you in this year 2025, they think Zimbabwe is like our home country, China, or Zimbabwe is our home country like China. The same way that we stay in China is the same way we are staying in Zimbabwe. The same way we enjoy life in China, People's Republic of China, the same way we are enjoying life in Zimbabwe. They think, Zimbabwe is our home country. It's like a home country. And they've settled like nobody's business in this country, Zimbabwe. Okay. And some will begin, some individual, wherever in Zimbabwe or outside Zimbabwe, in whatever country or nation, will begin to wonder, so why are Chinese uh, too much in Zimbabwe like this? Why are there so many in Zimbabwe like this? This is because of the resources available in Zimbabwe that these Chinese people want, that they like, that they desire, that they look forward to extract or enjoy by having a business, by having a company, having a business, having an organization, having an enterprise. And they begin to extract, for example, these minerals, mineral resources. You talk of gold, you talk of diamond, you talk of uranium, you talk of platinum, you talk of copper, cobalt, or bronze, or tin, or silver. So these Chinese people, they enjoy all these minerals. They are enjoying extracting, processing all these minerals from the soil, from the land in Zimbabwe. They establish a company, they register a company, they start to mine, doing a lot of uh, doing a lot of mining activities, extraction activities from the ground, from the soil, from the land. All these minerals that I've mentioned and others that I didn't mention. Because Zimbabwe is blessed by God, Jehovah, with a lot of mineral resources that are deep in the soil, deep in the land, waiting for somebody to extract and get money out of it, good money, big money out of it. So these Chinese people, they think Zimbabwe is a home country. Zimbabwe is a home country to them because of this other reason. Mineral resources. A lot of these Chinese people in whatever city in Zimbabwe that they are, in whatever town, even in the rural areas, outskirts, they are mining. They have mining companies, mining organizations, mining institutions, mining every day. And they're hiring Zimbabwean energy to do the mining, to do the extraction, to do the quarrying. They even go to mountains, mountain ranges, and they're quarrying. You know this activity called quarrying, whereby you have to extract it deep from the ground, deep from the rocks, deep from the mountain ranges to get these precious stones, precious minerals. So quarrying, mining, extraction from the soil, deep from the ground, deep from the land surface. This is what they are doing. Some of these Chinese people have got shops, businesses in Harare City, Harare Town, Harare CBD. I'm like, what? When I came back, I saw a lot of them with shops in Harare City, Harare Town, Harare CBD, a lot of shops, and they're expanding. They are so growing in a massive way, in a great big way, expanding, extending themselves, spreading their wings, spreading their horizons, even to other cities of Zimbabwe, towns of Zimbabwe. You talk of Bulawayo, talk of Mutare, talk of Gweru, Kadoma, Kwekwe, Bindura, Mvuri Guroe. I'm like, what? These Chinese, even in terms of numbers, they're increasing every day, every time, every month, every year in numbers. Plenty of Chinese in Zimbabwe. Too much number of Chinese in Zimbabwe. A lot of them are coming right from PRC, People's Republic of China, coming down to Zimbabwe, Southern Africa. Because of these reasons, they say, there's good business in Zimbabwe. The market is very good. The economy is very good for their products, very good for their kind of product, their style of merchandise that they're selling within the economic system of Zimbabwe, market system of Zimbabwe. Then lastly, point number 3, why so many Chinese in Zimbabwe? To the extent whereby they think, Zimbabwe is our country, our second country, our home country. This is because the former president who was there in Zimbabwe, the one whom we know, the former great president who was there in Zimbabwe, even the current one who is there in Zimbabwe right now, the president who is there right now, the one whom you know. So the former president and the one who is there, the current president, their policies, they favor China so much. Or let me say rather, Zimbabwe and China are the best of friends, good of friends. So it's very easy for people to move either way, Zimbabwe to China or Chinese people coming to Zimbabwe. But the countries are the best of friends, are the good of friends, Zimbabwe and China, Chinese and Zimbabwe. So the policy of the Zimbabwean government and the policies of the Chinese government, they're in sync, they're in good connection, good relationship. So it's easy for the movement of people either way, Zim to China, China to Zim. And this has been happening for a long time, for a donkey number of years. Zimbabwean crossing over, going to China. Chinese coming down all the way from China to Zimbabwe for reasons like this: business, mining, uh, opportunities in the market, opportunities in the market system of Zimbabwe. So in terms of policy, foreign policy of Zimbabwe, foreign policy of China, there's no conflict, there's no pandemonium, there's no commotion, there's no noise. In terms of the foreign policy of China and foreign policy of Zimbabwe, there's no pandemonium, there's no noise, there's no commotion, there's no conflict, if I may put it that way. So hence the countries can facilitate and organize their people to move either way without hassle, without any blockage, without any hindrance. So are you surprised to hear from me that Chinese think Zimbabwe is their home country? Are you surprised? Are you shocked to hear from me that Chinese people of whatever gender, they think, Zimbabwe is so friendly to us, is so good to us, is so kind to us. Zimbabwe, it's our home country. It's like our home. Just for you to know, some of these Chinese people have been in Zimbabwe for a long time, 20, 30, 40, 50 years in Zimbabwe. I heard that some of them can even speak Shona. Some of them are marrying Shona women, Chinese men marrying Shona women. They speak Shona by socializing, interacting, talking, chatting every day of their lives, every time of their lives. spending moments with the Zimbabwean women, Zimbabwean girls, and they married them. Some of them, I had they speak Shona, very good Shona, very fluent Shona. I'm like, what? What is happening in Zimbabwe with these Chinese people? So these are some of things happening in Zimbabwe. These are some of the developments, some of the realities or situations that you meet when you come to Zimbabwe, or when you think about Zimbabwe, or when you hear about Zimbabwe. The way I'm talking, the way I'm explaining, the way I'm describing, right in this video now. You will listen to this video. What do you say? What is your take? What is your comment? What is your view? What is your opinion? What is your standpoint based on what I've said? What can you say? Write or type in the comment section. I'll come and check them out. I'll come and attend to them. What do you say about Chinese people and Zimbabwe? Chinese people enjoying Zimbabwe, Chinese people having a lot of things that they're doing in Zimbabwe for a long time, a donkey number of years, seeing Zimbabwe as their home country, thinking that Zimbabwe is just like our country. Plus, again, the foreign policy of Zim government and the foreign policy of Chinese government coming together in sync, without hassle, without conflict, without pandemonium, without noise, without commotion. There's a good connection, there's a good relationship of Chinese foreign policy and Zimbabwean foreign policy. What do you say? To the point, or to the extent whereby the people from Zimbabwe and the people of China, they can move freely and very good, in a very nice way, in a very harmonious way. Either way, Zimbabweans to China, Chinese coming down to Zimbabwe. What do you say? What are your comments? What are your thoughts? What are your reactions? Your emotions, feelings? Write, type in the comment section. I'm done talking. Peace out. Sharp.